Greetings, Mr. Rogues here with the very first video of 2022. It's New Year's Day at the time of this recording and I'm feeling kinda lazy and hungover, so I'm gonna make it easy for myself with this first video. I promise I'll bring you some real content in the next one, okay? Anyway, I've always been curious about Zebra Man, a very obscure rogue from the Batman's Rogues Gallery, and I've never really been able to figure out what this guy is about. I mean, as you can see here, we have the text saying the Zebra Batman, and we have Batman dressed up in a zebra style costume, but there's also a Zebra Man. So what's the deal with the Zebra Batman? I don't really get it. So I'm gonna find out, and if you don't know, you'll find out as well with me. That's right, I'm gonna read this comic, Detective Comics 275, published in 1960. And here we have the first page. We have Zebra Man, I presume. Now, Batman, I'll show you what I can really do with my power, Batman, look out! The Zebra Man has sent that water tank crashing down at us. Okay, let's just see what this is all about. In a secret bat cave beneath their home, socialite Bruce Wayne and his ward Dick Grayson don the famed costumes that hide their true identities. Time to begin our patrol, Dick, as Batman and Robin. Be ready in a second, Bruce. And only a short while later, as they tore the streets in their sleek Batmobile, uh-oh, masked men getting out in front of the Gotham Art Museum, and one of them is wearing some sort of costume with weird glowing stripes. It's not really weirder than yours, Batman. The costume man touches a button on his belt, and strange emanations start from his fingers. Blah. Okay, boys, now let's grab some of those priceless paintings inside, see? Golly, he sent out some kind of force that knocked the steel doors apart. Whee! As the crooks enter the museum, Batman and Robin race swiftly to the rescue. As always, we caught him, flat-footed Batman. But suddenly, as the striped man touches another button, he propelled that sculpture right into Batman. Taking advantage of the setback, the bandits make their getaway, but soon after, Batman recovered fast, boss. He's closing in on us. Soon as I open the back window, I'll show Batman what my power really can do. Again, the striped bandit presses a button, and again, a powerful force hits its target. Batman, look out, that water tank's coming down on us. We'll never get that striped character now. Who is he? What do those stripes mean? I don't know, Robin, but we'd better report to police headquarters. Every man on the force will have to be alerted. Okay, so far we still don't know anything about this Zebra Man, except that he's some kind of bandit. He robs places. He's got a gang, but I assume we'll find out more here, looks like it. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom, in the secret laboratory of the Zebra Man. So he has a laboratory, eh? How come you got all those powers, but... Okay, he just asked that out of nowhere. Well, that's awfully convenient. Thank you, goon number 2. All energy has lines of force. For example, this diagram shows the force lines of a magnet. I've made use of lines of force in a machine I invented. Why are you explaining this to him so randomly? Yesterday I threw a switch on my machine, and instantly it worked. My body is not charged with energy so powerful it sends lines of force right through my costume. Zzz. But if I hadn't pressed this button first and put the force in neutral, everything in this room would have been sent flying back, because without this belt, the powerful force cannot be controlled. I don't get it. It is at this very moment in the police rogues gallery that Batman finds his first lead. Even though he was masked, when I hit one crook, his hat fell off and revealed that telltale gray streak in his black hair. So he's the only guy with a gray streak in his black hair. Jojo Forbes. Jojo Forbes. Forgotten Batman villains. Jojo Forbes. He's the only crook in town with that streak. Really? And you know this as well? I mean, how do you know? There might be somebody else that you don't have on file. I'll have every patrolman on the lookout for him. The following morning, an alert policeman summons Batman and Robin to a waterfront dock. This man says he saw Jojo a little while ago. I recognized him from the officer's description. He bought a boat from me. The Zebra Man must have had Jojo buy it for use in his next crime. Robin, we'd better start searching the entire bay in a bat plane. Are you really jumping to conclusions? Of course, this is exactly what it is, though, since it's a Batman comic from the 60s, and where a salvage crew prepares to recover the cargo of a sunken freighter. Holy smoke! Look at that striped guy on the deck. He's the Zebra Man! The infamous Zebra Man. Everybody has heard of him. From his vessel, the Zebra Man emits a powerful magnetic force that reaches down. Within minutes, gulp, he raised the freighter. Now he's towing it along with his force. Yeah, stealing the gold bullion that freighter was carrying, oh yeah? But soon after, the bat plane arrived, and since the Zebra Man's force is magnetic now, I can get atop him. Wanna get on top of him? Batman rides the Zebra Man. So when exactly does Batman become the Zebra Batman? But before Batman can deliver a knockout blow, got him! Good work, stand clear, I'll take care of him now. Sorry, Batman, no stowaways allowed on board! Instantly, Robin brings the Batplane down, and I'd better get aboard the Batplane before the Zebra Man makes me his target again. Turning his force toward the water, the Zebra Man causes a mounting tidal wave that rushes the freighter skyward. Robin, go up, fast! Wow, he's pretty powerful, I gotta admit. I mean, a lot more powerful than the usual Bat Rogues, especially at the time. I mean, the Joker and the Penguin and etc. Luckily, the Batplane's fuselage contains pontoons. I don't know what that is. So we'll float until a passing boat picks us up. Yes, but in the meantime, the Zebra Man is getting away again. Indeed, by the time Batman and Robin are rescued and return to shore, the police found his boat, the Dolphin, abandoned by the Zebra Man. He must have transferred the gold bullion from the freighter to a getaway truck. Look here, Robin! Some mud, probably, from the shoe of one of the gang. Let's give it a fast lab analysis. Batman again, just finding some dirt on the floor, and of course it turns out to be a crucial clue. Afterward, outside an old house on the edge of Gotham City. Our lab analysis of the mud showed it contained some sulfur, so clearly it has to be here. And this is the only area where sulfur is present in the soil, of course, the only area in the entire state. If that's the Zebra Man's hideout, our best bet is to take him by surprise and KO him fast. Okay, kinda stating the obvious there, Robin. Moments later, two human hurricanes storm the Zebra Man's stronghold. Batman and Robin. Hurry, Robin, get the Zebra Man. But in tripping, Robin's elbow jogs the switch, and Robin, you clumsy idiot. Again. The machine bathing me in an airy light. Oh, so now he becomes a Zebra Bat, infusing me with lines of force. And then, because Batman cannot control that force, he kills everybody, including Robin. Because I was in neutral, Batman's force even affected me. But I'll take care of that by turning on my charge, full power. Thus, as Batman tries to close in on the Zebra Man, what? We both have the same charge, Batman. And like other charges. What am I reading here? We both have the same charge, Batman, and like charges repel each other. Okay, now I get it. Ha 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 ha! Swiftly, the Zebra Man retreats from the stunned Batman and soon joins his escaping henchmen. What'll we do now? The Batman is also a Zebra Man. What'll we do now that Batman is also a Zebra Man? Well, what do you do when Batman is now also a Zebra Man? Don't worry, he can't get too close to anything without pushing it away. Since he smashed my machine, he'll never be free. Batman's a prisoner of the force lines now. Cannot doubt that. I cannot doubt we'll see this in the next issue. And so it is that a heartbroken youngster views a Zebra Batman trapped by energy. Stay away, Robin. Don't come too close or you'll be flung back like this tree. I don't have any control belt to neutralize this wild power. Till I do have one, I'm a menace to society. But golly, Batman, what if you never get to control it? What indeed, in his mind's eye, Batman envisions a tragic future. in which he would slowly starve to death for eating would be impossible. It's no use, Robin. I can't eat the chicken. I can't even get near that food you brought me. Even if he could again clothe himself as Bruce Wayne, a wild impossibility. Bruce, you're Zebra Stripe. Since you're not that criminal, how do you know he's not? Maybe he is. How can you assume that? The Zebra Man? Then you must be Batman. Everyone will realize my true identity. My Batman career is finished. Wow. Some pretty dramatic stuff. Who is this, by the way? It doesn't look like the Veil. But, worst of all, Batman would be a danger to everyone around him. All the havoc I'm creating. I've got to get out of the city to open country. Yes, Batman would be shunned. Shunned by the very people who sympathized with his plight. Gosh, Mommy, there's Batman. Can I go over and say hello to him? No, stay away from him. He's dangerous. No, Tommy, don't go near him. No one can. Sob. Go near Batman anymore. Sob. Well, this is almost kind of interesting. All this Batman realizes as he looks sorrowfully at Robin and turns away. Robin, try to find a clue in the Zebra Man's house. Finish the job I couldn't do. I can't ever work with you again. Seriously, Robin, we're done professionally. No, Batman, don't say that. Oh, Batman dumped Robin. Like an outcast, Batman wanders off alone, always careful to keep his terrible power away from anyone or anything near him. Well, this isn't that bad. It's kind of interesting. Batman is turned into a horrible freak who causes destruction wherever he goes. Deep in thought, he doesn't notice that he passes within range of a junkyard until my body is being attracted towards that yard. But why? That electromagnet on that crane. I wonder. Hurriedly, Batman rushes back to Robin, who is just emerging from the Zebra Man's hideout. I think I've got a way out of my trouble, but to do it, I'll have to know where the Zebra Man will strike next. Maybe I know already. I found his sketch in the house. Look, the Zebra Man probably had this place cased. It could be a plan for his next job. That's probably it. Robin, here's what I want you to do, and fast, before the Zebra Man gets there. 1 hour later, in the Gotham Storage Company, the Zebra Man unleashes his incredible force at a vault containing valuable furs. Stealing furs now? Scoop up the furs, boys, and let's go to our getaway truck in the parking yard, see? Making us paint our truck to look like a company truck was smart, boss. We'll escape before the yard guards even suspect anything, see? But, as the bandits swiftly raced through the yard of parked trucks, look, Batman! Don't worry, just stay away from me. I'll turn on my force full power again and Batman won't be able to get near us. But to the Zebra Man's amazement, the exact opposite occurs. Huh? I don't understand. Batman and I are being pulled towards each other. As a waiting fist meets the bandit's jaw, Batman's other hand deftly unbuckles the Zebra Man's control belt. Now that your belt is off you, so are your force line. But the Zebra Batman still retains his own force, which instantly repels the bandits to the waiting Robin and the police. Here they come by special delivery. Next, Batman climbs the belt about his own figure and I watched the Zebra Man pressing these buttons. This should be the one that neutralizes the force, because you watched him from afar just press some random buttons and you just assumed that this is the one that neutralizes the force. Alright, who the devil is this? Is this the Zebra Man? Without his powers? He looks really lame. Then with the force under control, the caped crime buster removes the belt. Gosh, Batman, your force lines are disappearing. I don't understand. How could we be pulled towards each other when our force fields should have repelled each other? And now Batman will explain the science behind this nonsense. A little while ago, I was surprised to find myself being drawn towards a junkyard's electromagnet. I realized that the electromagnet's force field was opposite to mine because opposite forces attract. That gave me an idea. Knowing you were coming here, I charged that manhole cover so that it would reverse your force field, making it opposite to mine. And so later, it is only fitting that the Zebra Man should end up in a place where stripes fall across his figure. Yes, Batman has still got stripes, only this time they're from prison bars. Sucker, you're in jail. Well, there you have it. That is the Zebra Batman, Zebra Man, whatever the story was called. Zebra Man and Zebra Batman. So now I get it. I've been so confused all these years. So confused. What is going on? Is there a Zebra Man or a Zebra Batman? Are they the same? Are they completely unrelated? Well, now I know. This is it. Pretty simple explanation. There was a Zebra Man, villain, and a Zebra Batman. Yeah, Batman himself just turned into a Zebra Batman in the Zebra Man story. Okay, I get it now. I get it. And I understand the character himself, Zebra Man. They never gave him a name, actually. I just realized that. He doesn't have a name. All we know is, well, very little about his background. He did that experiment and gave himself these powers, seemingly on purpose, and I would assume he was always a criminal, seems that way. Very similar, kinda similar to the original Mr. Freeze story, back when he was called Mr. Zero. He was also a criminal already, and he was experimenting with cryogenics, and accidentally gave him, well, I guess he didn't give himself any powers. He gave himself a handicap. But yeah, it's a bit similar. A criminal scientist. Pretty boring character in this story. I don't think much has been done with Zebra Man after this story. I know there's been a second Zebra Man who appeared in The Outsiders in the 80s. And I think there's also been a recent Zebra Man in the Suicide Squad comics, I think. But I have no clue which Zebra Man that is. Is it this guy or is it the second guy from the 80s? Does that guy have a name? I don't remember. I actually do not remember if he ever had a name either. While the Zebra Man himself was a pretty dull character here. He's a straightforward villain just robbing places. I still thought it was a pretty interesting story. I mean, all of this with the outcast Batman, it was really tragic. Some pretty interesting stuff, especially for this time. They didn't really make that many compelling comics back then in Batman. So yeah, this was really one of the better Batman comics from this era. I mean, this is actually my least favorite Batman era. This happens to be from that very era. The late 50s and early 60s, where they always had these science fiction-y stories and a lot of aliens. So many aliens. But out of the stories I've read from this era, this is actually one of the better ones. Anyway, let me know down in the comments what you think of Zebra Man and this brief Zebra Batman, and if you think that Zebra Man should become a mainstay in the Rogues Gallery. Should he really? I guess there's potential to the character. I mean, he's a non-character here. We know nothing about him, basically. You could flesh him out a lot and reimagine him a lot. There's a lot you could do with this character. I mean, he's basically a blank canvas. So yeah, let me know if you would like to see more of the Zebra Man. And of course, as always, remember, Arkham Asylum awaits you in the next video.